Years ago, I was traveling between countries, and before my next destination, it just so happened that I unexpectedly rented a place next to a big gangster. I had no idea who my neighbors were, and I didn't find that out right away. They were very cautious, and I was a girl living by myself, so I was pretty cautious. But as time went by, we started talking, just regular conversations. And over the course of a couple of months, he started letting his guard down and feeling very comfortable around me and showing me affection. And I started realizing that, wow, this is one of the locations where some intense things are going on. And I kind of was put in this chilling situation where on one hand, I have this trust of a gangster, and on the other hand, he's a gangster and anything can happen at any moment. And he started inviting me over to join their parties, their get-togethers. He wasn't just like asking me, he would just come over unexpectedly, pick me up and say, we're going here or we're going there. This is how he knew how to do things and how to probably approach women. I was like, okay, Annie, don't do any sudden moves. If you don't want to end up in some body bag somewhere. We were not officially a couple. I didn't even give him my yes. He was the one deciding everything for everybody. One time my cousin came over and we had a nice dinner, and this person all of a sudden busted into my apartment and he confronted my cousin, put him up against the wall. Who is this? And blah, blah. I was like, okay, this is my cousin and there's nothing going on. After that happened, I started thinking, okay, I need to find a way to get out of this situation alive. So I said to the divine, okay, if this is showing up for me, definitely to deal with this challenge, it's a perfect opportunity to tackle any fears connected to this person, to anything that could happen, so that I can be free. So what I did, I basically accepted all possible outcomes of this relationship. I accepted the fact that I could be killed, that I could be buried somewhere. I accepted it internally because I can't control this person. I can't control the gang. The only thing that I can control is to be completely fearless in this situation. As soon as I internally released all the fears, I decided to test this. So I asked him to take me with him, not to be part of any crime, but just a couple of trips to test if I still have fear and will anything happen or will I still be protected. And we drove to one of the prisons far, far away in the woods, in the swamp with their gang and myself to visit one of their buddies who was locked up there. So when we arrived at this remote prison, and the guards opened the door, people were just drilling me with their eyes. Men there probably don't see women very often, you can imagine. And when his friend, the big gangster, came out and they had their get-together, big guys with tattoos and gold teeth, and I'm there by myself. But the thing that happened gave me such an impression that I held it till today very dear. When I was interacting with the guards and with his friend and with everybody who we met there, they were looking at me with the fierce glance straight into my eyes. And literally, when he saw that I had no fear, his face completely changed, because before him was standing a girl completely fearless in this crazy situation. And I kid you not, we spent a whole day there, and when we got back, this entire group of people had next level of respect and honor for me. They saw that I trusted God, myself, and my life more than any of the circumstances. And I realized that the power within is the power that's molding the outer reality. And if you can be the fearless pillar of strength in the middle of tornado, you are the person who is directing this entire show on the outside. you're doing it from inside. And for me, that was a perfect moment to wrap up this situation. And a couple of days later, without saying anything to anybody, I talked to the landlord and closed that contract, packed my things nicely, bought my ticket, and left.